creating a supercharged spod mix that you can put in a solid bag and make it PVA friendly. Here we go, step by step. First, you're going to take some core-free, because you're going to try to make your little inline lead system drop-off style for the solid bag. So the core-free, you're going to splice one end here as you go. Beautiful stuff. It's lead-free, sinks like a brick. Absolutely impeccable kit. Pull that little loop down nice and tight with your first splice. Now what you're going to do is splice the other end. But what you're actually going to do here is you're going to take a 𝗧𝘂𝗿𝗃 size 8 ring swivel, and you're actually going to slide the tag end of this core free through the eye of the swivel that has the ring attached, because you're trying to make a drop-off system. If you see here, look, we're going to pull that splice part on, pull it down. There you go. You see it positioned there? Next up comes the 𝗧𝘂𝗿𝗃 tail rubber. Slide that on. Josh here is pushing it onto the stem that comes in the flat pair inline. Push the swivel into the front, pull that tight, and that is your lead system part complete. Now for the hook link. We're going to take some 25-pound ammo braid, and what we're going to do here is make ourselves a beautiful slip D utilising the size 6 lock hook. So there goes the little loop through. Add a 𝗧𝘂𝗿𝗃 size 18 micro ring swivel. Now you're going to slide that loop over the shank of the hook. Position the end of the D, if you like, the slip D with the barb. Then you're going to whip it off, whip that little tag end off with a knotless knot, which is going to create your beautiful slip D, which is a lovely solid bag rig setup. Pull that knot down nice and tight. Now you're going to trim the tag end of that slip D to complete it. Next, you're going to get a blood liner, a liner enlarged. Slide that down the hook link. Look at that, beautifully in position. Then going to get a dog bone sinker. We're going to use the small here. And what that means is with this hook link, you can use the dog bone sinker to put putty over if you want to use a pop-up rig with that slip D, or move it down the hook link to do a wafter style setup. Finishing the hook link off now. To create a loop-to-loop, we're using a figure of 8, a twisted one, to give you decent knot strength with the braid. And all you've got to do then is quite simply, once you've completed the knot, put that onto the ring of the ring swivel, loop-to-loop that on, and that is your lead system and hook link complete. So here we go, just tease that down. Look at that. Lovely. We are in position, and now it's time to add a hook bait. Next, get your floss. So you're going to get the Get Floss tin, take a bit of floss. You're going to put a bait onto the cool tool needle, slide that onto the floss, get yourself a bait blob, put the bait blob on, and then quite simply blob it down. And that's your hook bait complete. This could be a pop-up or wafter. Now for the supercharged spod mix. So imagine you've got your spod mix in your bucket. You're going to add some smart liquid here, get some flavouring juices in there. Now you're going to take a nice bit of salt, add that in there. That's going to make it PVA friendly. Follow that up with a bit of baking powder, good handful, and then crush some vitamin C tablets in there, or Barocca, that type of thing. Get that all mixed in there nicely. You're going to create fizzing, popping, excitement. Next, get a nice solid PVA bag from the Fade range, a medium one. And then you're going to go through with the needle once. This is going to help you get air out of the bag. Line the bottom of the bag with a bit of fine crumb so it doesn't get caught on the hook point. Position your hook bait in the bottom. Fill it up. Add your lead. Top it up some more. You're going to tie it off now. Make sure it's nice and tight. Get that bait really bedded in before you tie it off. Whether you're a bag tire, we're using PVA tape like the Fade tape, or you're a licker and sticker. Either way, it's going to work. Then you're going to really make that bag nice and tight at the end by licking in the corners and getting that nice domed shape. And that is it. You can add a bit of glug like the Smart Liquid or goo to the outside of the bag, or inject it into the inside. And then have a look at this. Super fizzy, exciting. You've taken your spod mix. You've supercharged it. You're going to catch some carp.